Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. Today happens to be August 16th, 2026. Um, Beautiful day. I must say this is probably one of the most beautiful days of the year. I said that yesterday too, though. These days are just so freaking beautiful. Um, Guys, I thought I'd talk to you today about the importance of going to meetings, the importance of making meetings. We have a saying that I've known ever since I've been in recovery, and it's called "Meeting Makers Make It." And if there's ever a truth that I could tell you guys, one thing today that is the truth, it's meeting makers make it. And I am a meeting maker. I go to a meeting every day, sometimes a couple times a day. But I'm here to tell you that that works. There's other stuff that makes up the program too, but I think making meetings is the most important one. I thank God that I learned that fact, and I've always been a meeting maker. In the 34 years that I've been sober, I've been going to meetings the entire time. That's the one constant. The one constant for this guy is going to meetings, making meetings, and how important it is. You know, I'm I'm not joshing you guys. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. Some people think, well, there's got to be more than that. One of the things that I hate about recovery, and this is the thing that when people start coming to the meetings and they start getting it and you see color coming back into their face, you see a smile come on in their face, and you could tell they're getting it, they're getting it, they're getting it, and honestly, when they stop coming, it's like my heart breaks because it's like, oh man, if you only knew. You got to go past, if you start thinking you're cured right off the bat, you're not cured. You're never cured. This one day at a time thing means everything. Meeting makers means everything. Yeah, in all the years I've been coming to recovery, the one constant thing is going to meetings. I don't care if I work 100 miles from home. If I don't care where I worked. I kept a little schedule book in my car, and whatever town I was in, surely there had to be a meeting at some point. Whether I'm in that town already, or just finishing and going to a meeting at that town, or hitting the meeting on the way home from that town. But yeah, definitely going to meetings. You know, there's other things that are very important too, like honesty is important. But well, we're gonna stick to meeting makers, making meetings. How important that is to recovery. And I could say that because people come to my mind that were coming, that were getting it, that their life was getting put back together, and sure enough, they stopped going. That's the time you got to keep going. I'm telling you. I'm saying, this. I used to hear it all the time, but you know what? One of the things about recovery this day and age, people are too soft. They're too soft on others. You know what they used to say when I first came in? You say, you want to live or you want to die. You want to live or you want to die. And I think most people will be on the side of living. Um, and if you're not, you got to rethink stuff. Sorry, I don't mean to swear to you guys. But here I am down the park. It is August 16th. The days are flying by. Summer is coming to an end. But the weather is just amazing. It's just glorious. The weather. It's fantastic. And that's the best word I could use to to describe the weather for today. Did my 4 miles. You know, one thing about my 4 miles, when I'm on the fourth mile, I know it because I wanna be done already. After the third, I'm like, all right, then I get to the fourth, and it's like I wanna be done. I wanna be done. I wanna be sitting. I get tired, you know, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm doing some exercise. I'm gonna keep doing exercise. That's the most important thing, physically that I do. Besides going to meetings. But physically, I got to take care of my body. I only got one. Once that stops, I'm done. You know. But yeah. So I got my walk in. I I love that. If I stop doing it, I know it. I start getting lazy and I start getting real lazy, and I don't like that. I don't like when I'm like that. But guys, meeting makers make it. Meeting makers make it. They do. They do. And I'm living proof that they do. You know, uh, and what are they? Like one of the things that they say. If a person drinks again, or if they pick up or fall off the wagon, one of the first things they say is stop going to meetings. And I can't stop. I cannot stop. I got to keep going. If I'm alive, there's a meeting to go to somewhere, sometime. And it doesn't matter what the day is. It could be Sunday. Today's Sunday. It doesn't matter what the day is. I have to keep going. I got to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and I got to keep spreading the news. One day at a time. I'm gonna get sober. One day at a time. I'm gonna get sober, and that's how it works. You know. Could be 34 years, but that 34 years is one day at a time. Every single one of them. You know, never, 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 never stop going to meetings. Never. And with God's help, I never will. You know. What do you guys got planned for today? It's a weekend. It's Sunday. Went to a great movie last night. It was fantastic. It was really, really well done, and I can't say that every time I go because lately they're far and few. But the one I saw yesterday was freaking amazing. Um, so I'm down here, my favorite place, staying sober for another day, because this is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. That's a scripture. I like that one. And what is it? It's a day. It's a random day like any other day, you know. But it's the only thing I have any control over. And yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm not going to drink today. And I want you guys to not drink today too. You know, you do it 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, one day at a time. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. You know, life is when you take it in small pieces, it's a lot easier to handle. What is it they say? Inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard is hard. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Inch by inch, we can do this thing one day at a time. And today's all we got. So stay in today and don't go in tomorrow, and don't look too long at yesterday because you can't do anything about those. Those are gone. They're gone. You can't relive yesterday. You can make a better tomorrow though with what you do today. And today I'm gonna stay clean and sober. I'm doing the things that I love to do. I walk. I'm doing a video with you guys, for you guys, and then I'm gonna do a meeting. And You know, and I'm hoping that it's a good one. You know, they're all good. You know, even if no one shows up, God shows up. But I'm trying to send out some flyers and stuff, you know, to let people know that we're here. We're here for you. You know, if you want a meeting, if you want a nice meeting, it's a beautiful meeting and beautiful outdoors at the most beautiful park in Connecticut. Um, it's um, it's there. You want to do it? Come. You're more than welcome to join us. You know, because meetings are what it's all about, and it's beautiful and comfortable down here. You know, and we're out in the woods. And guys, you know, if you would please give me a like and subscribe, leave a comment. Love to chat with you about anything. God bless you all. Love you.